one.
Howdy, Bucko here. We know what this is now, don't we? At least if you're an American, you should. See here, M1 Garand rifle, my favorite. In fact, it's my first rifle. Shoots a 30-06 semi-automatic. They don't make them like this anymore. This is forged steel receiver, wooden stock all the way up, you know, gas cylinder and everything. I mean this is classic. Yeah, give you a little history on the gun. M1 was adopted in 1936. In the U.S. Army, they had Springfield bolt-action rifles, the 1917 Enfield, but they wanted a semi-automatic rifle. And John Garand came up with this design, and after many trials, and it worked nearly flawlessly. So they adopted in service in 1936, and right about the time World War II come in, about 1941, of course, it still hadn't been completely, there wasn't enough of them to completely go around, but by the end of the war, everybody had one. Most of the infantry soldiers, anyway. It's about as reliable as you can get. I mean, it's a piece of Americana that you just, I mean, it shoots, like I said, it shoots an 8-round clip. Take a closer look at that here. Look at that. Big burly 30-06 right there. Shoots an 8-round clip, and what you do is take it here, open the thing, put that in there, push it down, and you can either shove it forward or you can, all depends, sometimes it closes itself, sometimes it don't. And as far as Garand thumb, that's another thing I want, you know, you need to warn about. Garand thumb is when you pull this thing back. You don't pull it back all the way. It catches right about here. Yeah, it's there. It's on that follower. You touch that follower hardly at all, that thing, right on your thumb. And believe me, it hurts. I've done it 2 or 3 times. It's, you know, these guns, I just had to have one. Coming up, I played some Call of Duty. I was in the World War II. My great grandpa, who was in World War II, got me into it, and I just started reading the books, and I really got into the weapons and tactics. And you know, I wanted to get this, my first rifle here. It's just, it's a Cadillac. I mean, this thing here, it's a big burly gun. It put hair on your chest. I'm telling you. But I mean, it's just, when you hold one of these, I mean, it's just, you can't explain it. It's like it's holding a piece of history is what it is. And you know, I don't know where this thing's been. I probably don't want to know, but it's just amazing knowing that, you know, one of the guns that pretty much helped win World War II was able to get a hold of one. They are pricey though. If you're looking for one, the best deals I've seen out there so far is, you know, at gun shows, like $800. That's something the lowest. This one here costed me around about 1,000, a little bit over 1,000. It's in really good condition, really. Some of those $800 ones, you'll see they've done a lot of the parkerizations, done wore off. Right here, the barrel's right here on the gas cylinder tube. It's done wore off. It's silver. I don't think it really matters a whole lot with the shooting, but I want something that's in good condition. But you know, you're gonna pay for them. You're gonna pay for them. But I wanted the classic World War II Garand. I know I had an option of a M1A, but man, it just wouldn't mean as much as the old World War II workhorse like this thing here. But we got some bottles and cans downrange. I say we load this thing up and say we teach them a lesson. protection with this thing here. Really, really loud. Let me show you something. If you noticed, we had one round jam. Been trying to figure it out. I believe these clips are probably old and bent. And I have two other clips that'll work just fine, but I have another two, like these two that I've just shot. They'll jam up around on probably the third or fourth round. I don't believe there's anything wrong with the rifle. I believe it's the clip. I mean, these clips, I don't know how old they are. But that's something to watch out for. And it's something I didn't know about. I just bought the clips. I was excited. But you know, I believe what we got going on is that thing's a little bit too bent. And they just ain't holding the rounds as good as they used to. That can be easily fixed. When you get, if you, unlike me, and you make sure you watch what you're getting, these things are reliable as all get out. There ain't nothing left in those bottles. But it's, you know, like I said, I mean, you watch what you're doing. These things are picky on ammo. That's the only thing I'm going to say bad about it. They're very, very picky. In fact, I don't know why. This thing here don't want to shoot. This thing don't want to shoot Winchester 30-06, the new commercial rounds. And the reason why, I don't know if the case is different shaped or what it is. I know for sure that I put this gas plug here. This is a Schuster gas plug. Let me zoom in on that for you. This barrel, that's hot. 8 rounds, it's hot. That Schuster gas plug. Wonder what that's for? Well, I didn't want to try to find M2 ball ammo, the original round that went in these Garands, because I haven't been able to find any. Even when I have found some, it's pretty expensive. So I could shoot commercial rounds. I bought a Schuster gas plug, and it works great. It works really, really good. It lets all that, and it takes a little bit of tampering to make sure you adjust it just right so it can eject those shells without slamming that receiver all the way, you know, slamming that charging in all the way to the back of the receiver. But, you know, some people believe that you don't have to have them, some do. I just didn't want to take a chance of hurting my Garand. And, you know, like I said, it's been a great rifle. We've shot it a few times. You better have it in your shoulder. It's gonna kick. But it's just a Cadillac. It gives you insight into history, really. And my favorite gun. I can't say nothing. I mean, it's my favorite gun. Out of all the guns I got, this here's my favorite just because of the history behind it. But appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.